Hey guys, I'm back and I just got a delivery and I'm pretty excited to open it up. So on this channel we have talked about high-end knives, we talked about low-end knives, what knives are completely crap, the ongoing war with people trying to defend knife box and stuff. Still getting really nasty messages. It's funny, nobody can say, hey, you're wrong, those knives are good. It's always like, you're a son of a bitch, piece of shit, because you don't like knife box. Anyway, I've always said that knives don't have to be really expensive to be good, right? And there's lots of videos I've put up where I said there's some good low-cost options out there if you just don't have the inclination or the ability to spend a whole bunch of money on a knife. Some people are fortunate to be in the position where they can, you know, throw down a few $100s on a blade at a time. Some are not. And I find myself bouncing back and forth between those two situations. By the way, I also want to say, it's not my opinion that everything made in China is a piece of crap either. There are some companies that do take some pride in workmanship and do put together good knives. Now, Ganzo is one of the ones that we talked about a lot, where they may, you know, some people say they don't rip off designs. I say they do. Okay, regardless, it is what it is. But what they produce is high-quality, low-cost knives. And there's other companies that do it too. And I've put those videos up before. But Ganzo just started releasing a new line of knives called Firebird. They are basically, I think they're trying to be a more upscale Ganzo-like brand. They're still made by Ganzo, still made in China, but I saw another video where somebody was talking about them. And it's the fit and finish. It's a little bit nicer, a little bit fancier than your standard Ganzo knife. I guess I'll just open this up. I ordered some because I wanted to be able to take a look at them, see what they got. I found another one, just looking at the lower cost ones, and I tried it out, and this is not expensive. It's a nice looking knife. Not flashy, not a whole bunch of, you know, flash and shine without being functional. It's a really good blade. This thing was like 20 bucks on Amazon. It's rock solid. So why do I hit M-Techs? Because they're flimsy and they break and they're not engineered very well. This is a cheaper knife. It is made in China, sure. But it is a rock solid workhorse of a knife. When I say a knife is cheap, I don't necessarily mean the price. I mean crappy. I mean inferior materials, workmanship, or anything. So this is an inexpensive knife, but still, it's a hell of a lot of knife. It's really good. I've been carrying it for a little bit just to try it out, and it's been in my pocket right next to this. So Hinderer versus whatever brand that is, and this is a really good, decent knife. I'm sure it's not going to last or survive as long as this is, but it's anyway. So that's the point. So the point is, let's take a look at this box. Sorry, I'm rambling. So it's a different box than your standard Ganzo. It's made by Ganzo and designed by Firebird. So I don't know exactly what that means. And the truth is I need to do a little more research on it, and I'm going to. Some of these will look like familiar designs. Some of them may not. And these are just, I grabbed a handful. There were some that were constantly sold out that I really wanted to get and try out. That's a 12-month warranty. That's better than no warranty at all, I guess. So let's take a look. We'll start with this model, the 746-1GR. And they come in the same little satiny pouch that Benchmade's come with, which is cool. Do not eat. So just standard kind of G10. These are all 440C blades. And I've already told you my feelings on 440C. Just a simple little blade. I like the shape of it though. The weight is good. I don't have a piece of paper. You know, Amazon stopped sending packing sheets in there, packing slips. So I'll have to do inside a little paper test on all these blades to see how they come out of the package. So they have their kind of hijacked axis lock. They call that the G-lock. But you can see how it's kind of, they're stepping up their game. They've got some machine milled cuts in there. Not thrilled with the way this one feels and the weight of it, but I mean, it's a smooth knife. Zero blade play. I'll have to put in some text so that we can look at the actual specs on the knife, weight, blade length, all that stuff. A whole lot of this knife sticks out of your pocket though, looking at that pocket clip. I definitely want to replace it with a deep carry clip. But this is what I'm talking about when I say you can get a lower cost, cheaper, little air quotes, knife, where they don't just produce a bunch of crap to look fancy and flashy and try to, you know, misrepresent what the knife's all about. This is a simple knife with some nice engineering to look good, but it's built and engineered well. Watch, now somebody that likes knife box is going to say I'm on Ganzo's payroll or something. 7501 BK. Now this is a fancier looking one. I saw this online. I really liked just the design elements that they put into it. So if you're looking for a little bit of flashiness without being gaudy and ridiculous, they have really nice blue anodized hardware on this. Not crazy about that thumb stud, but little inlays in the G10. It's a G10 backspacer, not plastic. Hi, Tato. Yeah, that's your nose. Everybody's seeing it now. Thanks. Really nice blade shape. Smooth out of the package. I mean, don't even need to break this thing in. It's really, really well made. And it's got a little bit of, you know, this is the kind of flair that I like to a knife. Flair is a stupid word, but again, no blade play. Everything's really well put together. Same clip problem, but this is a knife I would carry. I don't care that it's not expensive or anything like that. It's a good looking knife and it's functional. 7542 BK. There's one in here that I saw online. It really reminded me of the 940, and I wanted to try that out. Sorry, the Benchmade 940, or the 950, or even a small version of the 810. So similar. You've got the same anodized blue hardware on there. Slightly different shape. Compare the two since they have some similar features there. This blade is this, yeah, I saw this because this reminded me of the Ontario Rat 1, and I always liked that blade. This is light. This has a really nice balance to it, really nice weight. Not as smooth as the other one right out of the package, but there we go. Again, centering, really nice. G10, got a G10 textured backspacer. Good blade thickness too. Like this is not, like if you look at the M-Tech blades, this is not just gonna snap on you one day. I like this one a lot. 7563 orange. This is the 940 looking one, I think. So if you look, and I wish I had it out here, it kind of looks like a beefed up 940. But again, anodized hardware. I really wanted one in a non-coated blade and a black scale, but they didn't have it. It's got those kind of neon green inserts. Looks good. I mean, not great, but it looks good. I like it. Clip is a little better placed on this one. But I do love a reverse Tonto blade. And this one, it feels just like a bigger 940. But I like the size on it. I think the 940 is a great knife. It's a little small for me. People love the size. I'm probably the only person that doesn't. But this is just a little bit bigger. Like this to me is exactly what the 940 should be. Well done, Ganzo, Firebird. Stealing a design and then making it better. Shouldn't say that. People are going to get pissed off. It's just bigger, not necessarily better. But I like this blade a lot. There. Needs a little bit of breaking in, but it's good to go. 7531 GR, so another green one. Again, similar looking handle to this, or not. No, never mind. So with the anodized hardware again, they really like that blue anodized hardware, but so do I, so I'm not complaining. This one's light too, I like it. Ooh, that's a great blade shape. That's right. I really wanted this one. I really like that blade. Damn, this one is pretty good too. They feel like good solid knives, unlike a lot of the other budget brands out there. Just nice features. I really like this blade shape. That's really cool. These are some nice knives, and none of them are going to bust your wallet open either. Again, G10 backspacer, not plastic. I like that pattern. Damn, that's good. So I just want to take a look at the blade out of the package as is. And we know that Ganzos have kind of like a, I'll say 70-30, having a razor sharp edge and kind of one slips by. But let's just see. Awesome. Quality that I would expect with knives, way more than this. Firebird is doing pretty well right now. The Firebird not to be confused with Bird, B-Y-R-D, which is like a Spyderco offshoot kind of looking knife. Look at that, push right through. This is possibly my favorite one. I really like the shape of the blade. I really like the handle. I like the blue hardware. Let's see. And it is possibly, I know it's so hard, like we do these paper tests in these videos, it's so hard to actually come across though when one is really, really good. That was not really good. When one is really, really good and it flies through stuff, or when it takes effort. This one, it just wants to cut. Like, it just wants to shred this. Here's our Rat 1 looking blade. I compare my Rat 1, but I gave it to somebody actually, because they wanted it. They needed a knife, and it was the one they liked best. This one has a really nice stonewash. The rest are kind of satiny finished. I don't know if you can see. It's a very, very subtle stonewash, but I think it looks pretty nice. There we go. I take it back. This is the new king of sharpness out of the box. Wow. This is like, the weight of the knife pushes this through the paper almost. This is great. It's not my favorite blade shape, but this one might be the best knife out of the package right now. And now this little guy, which I like for some reason. I can't put my finger on what it is about it that I like so much. I just really like the shape of this one. So just to give it a little comparison to another brand, since I just got this little guy, let's see. I haven't done anything with the blade, you know, test-wise. I've just been carrying it for, see how it is. Not as good as the Ganzos, but it's still pretty good. And what I really like is that it's got that cool recurve in the blade. So there's a few more models from the Firebird line that I don't have here. There are some, you know, they change the colors. Most of them are available. You can get an orange, a black, or a green G10 handle on it. Most of them have either a bare metal or a black coating. This is not, again, this is not DLC. This is not Cerakote. This is just a standard kind of oxide coating that'll probably come off pretty easily. Just FYI. I kind of like, unless it's for a tactile reason, I like not coated blades anyway. Just another example of really nice knives that are not expensive, that are within just about everybody's reach, and you don't have to, for the sake of not spending a lot of money, get something cheap and crappy that's going to fall apart on you, or is going to be all flash and no function, or any of those things. I'm about to have surgery in 2 days on my shoulder again, so I've got some work done. I've been trying to save up some kind of custom work so I could film some videos at least in the recovery time, since I'm not going to be able to work on much. I have 2 more of the Ganzo giveaway knives done that we have started working on and giving away. We gave away 2 of them so far. It's been a while, I know, but I'm thinking these Firebirds are so nice. I want them out in the hands of somebody. How would you guys feel about this? And you can comment here. Have you ever seen the kind of pass it along thing where there's one big list of everybody's name who wants it, and we send the knife from person to person, and everybody gets 2 weeks to try it out and see what they think, and then they send it to the next person on the list? But would you guys, subscribers to this channel, think that that would be a good idea to do with some of these little discoveries, some of these knives that we throw on the channel to say like, hey, this is not fancy and it's not expensive, but it's a good knife. Would you welcome the opportunity and kind of meet up with the responsibilities of sending this around to the next person on the list if that was something we tried to do? But I also think that one or two of these might end up in the Ganzo giveaway pile as well, because I have already, looking at them, have some ideas on how to customize these things. The scales are pretty thin. A little smaller than 1/8 of an inch, I think. G10 size. They all look pretty standardized, but I think we could do some really, really cool stuff that would make these things, in addition to their functionality. Again, I don't have a problem with a flashy knife as long as it functions right. But I think that there's some places to go there. All right, so comments. What do you guys think? Yes, no, like them, fan of them, not? It's cool. I'm going to work some more on the part 2 to the glow-in-the-dark mosaic moon glow scales project. Got some more of those videos coming out too, and I'll be putting up some of those other videos that are in the works now too. I'm gonna lose my mind going stir crazy for 2 or 3 weeks and not being able to actually do stuff in a sling after the operation, but not your problem. It's all a me problem. All right, as always guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again real soon.